All right, and welcome back. Martin Falls back with you as we meet the candidates here in the area. And once again, we feature Senate District 21 for, of course, State Senator Henry Bo LaGrange, a candidate for that seat, is with us today. And how are you today, sir?
Very well, very well. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I just found out, probably played a little ball against you back in the day at Patterson. A lot of great athletes come out of Patterson, but people in this area who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, I'm a lifelong resident of Patterson, graduate of Patterson High. Went on and obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from LSU. Came back home and worked with my father in the family business, which was land development and real estate. And in 1990, I had the opportunity to go to work for St. Mary Parish government. And I started working as the recycling planner and worked at the parish landfill. And then I moved into planning and zoning. And then in 1996, Parish President O. Ray Rogers appointed me as Chief Administrative Officer, and I served in that capacity for 27 years. Very proud of the fact that I had the trust of 5 parish presidents to give me the opportunity to serve the residents of St. Mary Parish in that capacity.
So you had to count some coins along the way, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I tout the fact that, 27 years of preparing, managing and administering a $35+ million annual budget, for parish government. So there's a lot of things that go into that and a lot of moving parts to it.
Yeah. What made you decide, Bo, that, hey, I want to take a shot at Baton Rouge?
Sure, good question. I just retired in April from parish government with 33 years of public service. And the way the timing fell, that Senator Brett Allen, the incumbent, his term limits, and I felt that I still wanted to serve the people, and it was an opportunity for me to put my experience and qualifications before the voters and bring my knowledge to Baton Rouge because of my experience of being close to the people, government closest to the people, knowing what the issues are and what the everyday things that our people experience and the needs of the district would be.
Yeah. One of the biggest issues, I'm sure you hear it a lot, people with insurance. Ida roars through here, ground zero, you're sitting at ground zero, and, people just cannot afford that mortgage with that insurance hike. They're panicked. They don't know what to do. A lot of them are moving. And what kind of reassurance would you give them, and what would you do to maybe try to help correct that?
Sure. First of all, when we get to Baton Rouge, we have to work with the new insurance commissioner and the new administration and the governor's office, and we have to devise a plan to attract more companies in, to provide more competition. And in some areas, we may even want to allow competition to help our citizens who are still on the citizens insurance. And as you know, they have to charge 10% more. So we definitely need to have a plan to get more companies in, but we also need to make sure that we have good measures in place to ensure their solvency, because that's what's happened to a lot of our citizens. A lot of the insurance companies after Ida declared bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. So we need to make sure we beef that up, the solvency requirements for the insurance companies doing business in here.
Yeah, because a lot of them, it is a two-way street. I'm sure when you were doing development, got to make sure people have enough straps on their houses to hold the roof down. With the codes now, you could tell the new codes work quite a bit. So people have to do their part and reassure everybody we built correctly.
Definitely, and my experience of after Katrina and Rita, all local governments adopted the Louisiana State Uniform Construction Code, and so we also need to let the insurance companies know the things we have done to control or help control and limit the risk, to the structures, because we're building to much higher standards now. and even recently pursuing fortified roof program and those type of things. And I think those should go a long way to ensure that our insurance companies get more competitive and realize that there are some factors that limit the risk they will be affected by.
So you retired, you went home, you were bored, you figured you still had a little oomph left in you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I've always worked my whole life. My dad and my mom were self-employed entrepreneurs, and they instilled a strong, you know, work ethic, and still to this day, my mother's 89 and a half years old, and if she physically could, I know she would be working hard today as well. So, you know, it just gives me the purpose to give back to the community. You know, we worked all this and received from the community in business and as a public servant, but I want to continue to give back, which was instilled by my parents.
I know we have a few short seconds left, but wife, 4 granddaughters, right?
4 granddaughters, yes.
Yeah.
Very excited. I do whatever they ask me to do.
You better.
And I'd be remiss to say expecting a 5th granddaughter at the end of January.
All right. Well, Bo, good seeing you. I appreciate you coming on Bayou Time, and thank you for jumping in the race. We thank everybody. That's a tough thing to do. Thank you for being here, and we appreciate you being on our program.
And thank you for the opportunity to come and speak.
All right. There you have it. All right, Henry, Bo LaGrange, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.